in the U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the Rams and the Vikings. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 7-5 Rams, the 6-6 Vikings. The surprising Rams have worked their way to 2 games above 500. And if the playoffs started today, they'd be in. The Vikings, they have to win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. The Rams will get the ball first. We're underway. Fielded by Tucker at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Alton Tucker out to the 26-yard line. The third-year receiver out of Florida. First down, Rams. Rams are led by their starting quarterback, Mark Hodges, in his 9th year out of Army. The Rams have gotten on a bit of a roll lately. They're now 2 games above 500 at 7-5. They're still 3 games behind the Saints in the NFC West. They're not going to catch the Saints, but they can get in as a wild card. Hodges on 1st and 10. Hodges hands off to Treadwell around the outside, and Jesse Treadwell all the way out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 12 yards and a Ram first down. We watch the replay. Jesse Treadwell in his 9th year out of Tennessee. The NFC West. The Saints are 10-2. The Rams are now 7-5. 3 games back. The 49ers at 6-6. The Falcons eliminated at 2-10. We'll look at the NFC Central in just a moment. Hodges throws to Nelson. He escapes to the Viking 47-yard line. A 15-yard gain by Terry Nelson, the 8th-year tight end out of Wisconsin. First down, Rams. As you look at the NFC Central, a very tight division. Right now there is a 3-way tie for first place in the NFC Central with Tampa Bay, Chicago, and Detroit, all 7-5. Minnesota just 1 game back at 6-6. And with 4 games to go, all 4 of those teams have a chance at the title. On 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. In the I formation, Treadwell. And Treadwell's got a first down all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 17 yards by Jesse Treadwell for the Rams. First down, Los Angeles. Nice opening drive by the Rams as they're methodically moving the ball down the field. Rams will have it at the Viking 30-yard line. 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter, no score. Opening drive of the game. Rams come out in the I formation. Hodges to Treadwell again, and Treadwell inside the 20. Treadwell all the way down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Another Ram first down for Jesse Treadwell. A rather impressive opening drive by the Rams. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Davis in the house. Good to see you, Davis. Opening drive of the game. Hodges on 1st and 10. Throws inside, incomplete. Looking for DeShields. Let's look at the Rams offense. Up front, Denman, Martin, Skates, Montgomery, and Green. And then it's DeShields, Apple Gibbs, Treadwell, Nelson, and Brown. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Rams at the Minnesota 13-yard line. Nice opening drive so far by the Rams. Hodges in the shotgun. Hodges looking. Hodges throws outside. Caught by DeShields. All the way down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. James DeShields, the 4th-year receiver out of Fresno State. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Rams at the Minnesota 5. Opening drive of the ball game. On 3rd down, Hodges in the gun. Hodges looking, throws outside. It's picked off by Rawlings, and he could go the distance. They're not going to catch him. Kendall Rawlings is going to go coast to coast. Touchdown, Vikings. Kendall Rawlings, let's see where he picked this off at. It looks like it's going to be a 96-yard interception return for touchdown. Just when you thought the Rams were to score, the Vikings get a pick six. Where did he pick this off? Yep. At the 4-yard line, so it'll be a 96-yard return. And now Tom Davidson will come on for the extra point. Wow. It was a really nice opening drive by the Rams, but then they throw a pick six. The extra point is up, and it's good. And the Vikings, on a defensive touchdown, take a 7-0 lead with 5:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13, our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. Yep, 96 yards on the pick six. That's got to be a punch in the gut for the Rams. You march down the field, a nice drive, and then you do that. Davidson will kick off for the Vikings. Fielded by Franklin at the 5-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. Franklin out to the 37-yard line. Mark Franklin in his 3rd year out of Vanderbilt on the return. So the Rams get it now for the 2nd time, down 7-0. Their first drive ended with a pick six, a 96-yard pick six. And that'll be 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Oh, that definitely hurts. But the only thing you can do now is regroup and try again. Treadwell on the carry. A flag is down as he gets out to about the 42-yard line. That's the word we dare not say, Davis. It's going to be a face mask on the Vikings, on Ray Edwards, the left end. In his 13th year out of Purdue, that's going to move the ball to the Minnesota 43-yard line. So the Rams are in Viking territory again. With 5:11 left here in the first quarter, the Vikings up 7-0. Our Thursday night game to kick off Week 13. These days it'd be on Amazon Prime Video, but back in the day they used to be on TNT. And now the Rams will have it 1st and 10 from the Viking 43-yard line. That is the forbidden word, Davis. 4 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun. Hodges, play action. Throws to the near side, incomplete. He was looking for Terry Nelson. Let's take a look at the Vikings defense. They play a 4-3. Edwards, Mason, Vernon, and Hull up front. The linebackers, Rawlings, Martin, and Florence. And the secondary for the Vikings, Bell, Monroe, Porter, and Hewitt. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the Viking 43-yard line. Minnesota up 7-0. 4 receivers set wide. Hodges in the shotgun. Hodges will drop back. Throws to the near side to Treadwell. And Treadwell gets out to the 41. Just a 2-yard gain. Ray Edwards on the tackle, number 95. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. In the NFC Central, Tampa Bay, Chicago, and Detroit are all 7-5, a 3-way tie for first. And the Vikings are just 1 game back at 6-6. All 4 of those teams within 1 game of each other, with 4 games to go. The NFC Central going down to the wire. 5 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun. On 3rd down, Hodges throws downfield, caught by DeShields, wide open, all the way down to the 8-yard line. A 33-yard gain by James DeShields, the 4th-year receiver out of Fresno State. It'll be 1st and goal Rams at the Viking 8-yard line. Rams trying to tie the game back up. Finally making the tackle, number 30, Terry Porter, the 7th-year safety out of South Florida. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Four receivers set wide. Hodges hands off to Treadwell, and Treadwell gets stood up at the 6-yard line by Matt Keys, number 53. Anthony Keys, the rookie out of Stephen F. Austin, the linebacker. A 2-yard gain to be 2nd and goal from the 6. Hodges in the shotgun. Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and Treadwell to the 3. A 3-yard gain on the tackle, Montel Monroe, the 5th-year safety out of Florida State. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. 3:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Vikings up 7-0. The Vikings offense is yet to step on the field. Hodges in the gun. Hodges looks to the end zone, throws back of the end zone, touchdown. Kip Brown, touchdown Rams. A 3-yard touchdown catch by Kip Brown, the 7th-year receiver out of Memphis. And the Rams can tie it up with the extra point. He worked his way open in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. And now Lucas Ewing will come on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Rams and Vikings tied at 7. 3:08 to play here in the first quarter. Live from U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13, the opening game of Week 13, our Thursday night game here at Jammin' Sports. After this game, 55 regular season games are left. And then you have the playoffs, another 11 games, so it'll be 66 games are left in the season. We won't be starting our next sim season until Madden 24 comes out. We got to take a look at it. Fielded by Barker, a yard deep over the 20, 22, 25, out to the 26-yard line. Aaron Barker, the former Jet, in his 6th year out of Pittsburgh. And now the Vikings starting quarterback Kevin Bickford in his 8th year out of Army. We have two quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks that played for Army in this game. Bickford and Hodges. 3:05 left to play in the first quarter. Rams and Vikings tied at 7. Vikings come out on 1st and 10. Kevin Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Hinson, and Hinson out to the 32-yard line. Let's take a look at the Vikings offense. Up front, Jenkins, Blanchard, Valentine, Brocious, and Long. And then it's North, Saxon, Hinson, Underwood, and Monterey. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Vikings at their own 32-yard line. 2:45 and counting here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. Vikings come out. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off to Hinson, and Hinson gets hit for no gain. Actually, a loss of a yard, they now say. Rashard Berry, the rookie out of Wisconsin. The strong safety on the safety blitz comes in and makes the tackle for the Rams. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Vikings at their own 30-yard line. 2:15 and counting here in the first. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford drops back, sets up a screen pass to Hinson, and Hinson has got the first down all the way out to the 45-yard line. A 15-yard gain on the swing pass. Kyle Hinson, the 7th year back out of Ole Miss. First down, Vikings. As we watch the replay again. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. They'll have it at their own 45. A minute 40 left to play in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. Bickford under center. Bickford drops back, throws underneath the North, and James North, a 4-yard gain out to the 49-yard line. Let's take a look at the Rams defense. The Rams play a 3-4. Long, Boone, and Smith up front. The linebackers, Wright, Laurinaitis, Hopkins, and Lloyd. And the secondary for the Rams, Jones, Berry, Hall, and Charles. A minute 20 and counting. We're tied at 7. The Vikings on the move. 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Kevin Bickford under center. Bickford, play action. Throws, dumps it off to Kell. And Darren Kell gets a 1-yard gain out to the 50-yard line. James Laurinaitis on the tackle. Laurinaitis in his 10th year out of Ohio State. Darren Kell, the tight end, in his 8th year out of Army. In fact, he was a teammate of Bickford's, his quarterback, at Army. Both Bickford and Kell, 8-year veterans, graduating from Army. So they played together at West Point. 3rd and 5 at the 50-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Hands off, nope, throws downfield, incomplete. Just threw it away. And that'll bring up 4th down. That'll stop the clock with 32 seconds left. He couldn't find a receiver, he had to throw it away. And now the Vikings will have to punt. Zach Young will come in to punt in his 3rd year out of Texas A&M. Gets the punt away. And that's going to be out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So the Rams will have it 1st and 10 from their own 13. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. First and 10. The Rams at 7 and 5, the Vikings at 6 and 6. Rams making a late season push for the playoffs on 1st and 10. Hodges drops back. Hodges throws to Nelson, and Terry Nelson out to the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of 12 yards and a Los Angeles first down. Montel Monroe on the tackle. First down, Los Angeles. And that might be the last play of the first quarter. Will they get the playoff in time? I don't think so. At the end of one, we're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13, our Thursday night game. Here at Jammin' Sports, we go to the second quarter, and we're tied at 7. It'll be 1st and 10. The Rams will have it at their own 25-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Sports Davis, bringing you the game tonight. Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and Jesse Treadwell plowing forward down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 12 yards for the 9th year back out of Tennessee. First down, Rams. On the tackle, Jeremy Bell, number 21 for the Vikings. Along with number 30, Terry Porter. 1st and 10 Rams from their own 37-yard line. Hodges under center. Hodges, play action, looking. Rolls out, throws. Caught by Brown all the way down to the 45-yard line. A 21-yard gain to Kip Brown into Viking territory. It'll be a Ram first down. So the Rams on the move again in a tie ball game. 1st and 10 for the Viking 45. Coming up on 7 minutes left to play here in the first half. Hodges to Treadwell. And Treadwell, no gain as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Jim Florence, the linebacker, number 50, on the tackle in his 4th year out of Wake Forest. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now they say a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 from the 45-yard line. Hodges to Treadwell. And Treadwell to the 42. A gain of 3 to bring up 3rd and 7. Dion Dial on the tackle, number 59, the 4th year linebacker out of San Jose State. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the Viking 42. Hodges in the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking, throws to the near side, caught by Nelson. No, incomplete. It was ripped away, broken up by number 22, Kason Sheed. So the Rams come up empty on this drive. They'll have to punt, unless they want to try a 59-yard field goal. Donnie Jones back to punt on 4th down. Gets the punt away. And that'll be out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A nice punt by Jones. Donnie Jones in his 15th year out of LSU. A nice punt that goes out of bounds at the 4-yard line. We're live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, week 13, our Thursday night game. To start the week here at Jammin' Sports. Rams and Vikings tied at 7. First and 10, Minnesota now from their own 4-yard line. Kevin Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Hinson up the middle, and Kyle Hinson gets out to the 15-yard line, an 11-yard gain. First down, Vikings. Kyle Hinson in his 7th year out of Ole Miss. First down, Minnesota. 5:35 and counting. Here in the first half. First and 10 Vikings from their own 15. We're tied at 7. Bickford in the gun. Bickford to Hinson again. And Hinson breaks forward and gets out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. Another Viking first down to Kyle Hinson. First down, Minnesota. We're coming up on 5 minutes left in the first half. We're tied at 7. Kevin Bickford under center on first and 10. Bickford, play action, looking, throws, gets it out, it's intercepted by Dante Jones, number 28. The 4th-year defensive back out of Princeton, Dante Jones, picks it off for the Rams. And the Rams will have it at the Viking 36-yard line. Great field position as the Rams defense comes up big with a big turnover. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Sports Davis in the house. I'm in Nashville. That's where the Jammin' Sports studios are. Davis out in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Davis, my longest tenured moderator. He's been with me from the very beginning. I started all this back in 2020. It was March of 2020 when I started all this.
BK.
Yep, missed you too. On first and 10, Bickford in the gun. Bickford back. Bickford throws deep downfield into the end zone. Incomplete. Nearly picked off by Terry Porter. He couldn't hold on. Intended for Kip Brown. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line. If the playoffs were to start today, the Rams would be in. He's the longest, but I'm your favorite. Evil Dead has made it back. How was pinball tonight, Evil Dead?
Who's that?
Who's Evil Dead? He's that guy from New York. 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Hodges rolls out. Hodges. And he's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line. A gain of 7 will be 3rd and 3. Played like crap. Well, so did the A's. I don't know if you've checked it out, but the Cubs won game 2, 8-1. The Cubs dominated. So the series is now tied at 1 as we'll head back to Oakland. We'll play game 3 on Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. I beat him in Madden 19 all the time. 3rd and 3, 5 receivers set wide. Hodges back, throws to Nelson. He can't hold on. Incomplete. Broken up by Terry Porter, number 30. Madden 19 is your house. It'll be 4th down. The Rams will try a 47-yard field goal. Tom Davidson to put the Rams in the lead on 4th and 3. The kick is up. And it's good. He nails it. Lucas Ewing. From 47 yards, Lucas Ewing nails the field goal. And the Rams take a 10-7 lead. Still a lot of time left in the first half. 4 minutes, 21 seconds. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13, our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow night. Let me tell you who it is. I already know who the first game is. The doubleheader tomorrow night will kick off with Miami at New England. Look at the schedule here. Yep, be the Dolphins and the Patriots, and that'll be followed by the Panthers and the Giants. There's the kickoff. Simmons from the 1 yard line over the 20, 25. And Simmons brings it out to the 29 yard line for Minnesota. That's Jarvis Simmons in his 4th year out of Tennessee. We get to see the Patriots tomorrow night against Miami. That'll be the first game. Followed by the Panthers and the Giants. That all starts at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Yeah, I can't get over how the Cubs totally dismantled the A's earlier. It's in the video section. An 8-1 lead, or 8-1 win for the Cubs. That series is now tied. Bickford to Henson. And Henson to the 30, a 1 yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. On the tackle, number 93, Toby Smith, in his 8th year out of North Carolina. Under 4 minutes left in the half. 2nd and 9, Bickford to Henson. And Henson's going to be hit for a 1 yard loss. On the tackle, number 56, Mark Hopkins, the 2nd year linebacker out of Clemson. And that will bring up 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Rams lead at 10-7 here late in the second quarter. 3.5 minutes left. We're in the first half. 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Bickford in the gun. Bickford looking. Bickford throws to the near side. And his receiver falls out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Vikings are going to have to punt. It'll be 4th and 10 from the 29 yard line. The Rams, believe it or not, they can be 8-5 with a win today. Young gets the punt away. Fielded by Tucker at the 20 yard line over the 30. And Alton Tucker brings it out to the 35 yard line. The Rams are on a winning streak here. And it may be several games. Let me look. Let's see. They beat Carolina. It's 1, 2. Looking at the schedule, 3. They've won at least 3 in a row. And going back further, the Rams are on a 3-game winning streak. They were 4-5. They're 7-5. They've won 4 of the last 5. Treadwell gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. They've won 4 of the last 5. As I'm still looking. Yep. Yeah, they're on a roll right now, the Rams, and they've gotten back in playoff contention. In fact, the Rams would be in as a wild card if the season started right now. On 2nd and 10, 4 receivers set wide. Hodges under center. Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and Jesse Treadwell across midfield out to the 47 yard line. A gain of 18 yards in a Los Angeles first down. And Treadwell already here in the first half, closing in on 100 yards rushing. He's at 89 already. 2-minute warning coming up. We should have time for one more play. 1st and 10 Rams from the Viking 47-yard line. Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and Jesse Treadwell down to the 41-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning. Rams up 10-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Our Week 13 Thursday night game to kick off the week. The Rams lead the Vikings 10-7. Minnesota just one game behind Tampa Bay, Chicago, and Detroit. Those three teams are tied at 7-5, and the Vikings at 6-6, just one game back. That's how tight the NFC Central is. 4 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun. Hodges throws underneath to DeShields, and he gets out to the 32-yard line. James DeShields, a gain of 9, first down Rams. Both teams still have 3 timeouts as we're approaching halftime. The season headed down to the wire. Next week, the Rams will host the Chargers at the Coliseum. And the Vikings next week will be at Miami. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Hodges drops back, throws underneath to Gonzalez. And Rene Gonzalez out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. 1:20 and counting until halftime. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and Sports Davis. My 2 moderators extraordinaire. 2nd and 7 from the 29-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun. Coming up on a minute left in the half. Hodges back. Hodges throws underneath to DeShields. Down to the 22. It'll be a 6-yard gain. It'll be 30 inches. The Rams take their first timeout with 59 seconds left in the half. The Rams, if they can get a touchdown, they would take a 2-possession lead. The Vikings held on last week to beat the Packers at home, and the Rams won at home against the Panthers last week. 4 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun on 13 inches. Hodges throws inside to Gonzalez, inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. Rene Gonzalez, the 3rd-year receiver out of Army. That'll be a gain of 16 yards and a Ram first down. They take a timeout with 53 seconds left. They would like to take a 10-point lead into the locker room if they can. Here at beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis with a translucent roof. It's nighttime though, so it doesn't really matter. It is a beautiful stadium, great architecture. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6. Hodges in the shotgun. Johnson in motion. Hodges, hands off, no play action looking. Rolls out. Dumps it off, incomplete. It was broken up. He was looking for DeShields. It was broken up by number 21, Jeremy Bell, the 4th-year defensive back out of Alabama. And the Rams are lucky that wasn't picked off. Bell should have had that one. Second and goal from the 6. 47 seconds left until halftime. We will have hockey after this tonight. We have one game left on the schedule for this week in hockey. It'll be the Avs and the Kings. Hodges back. Hodges rolls out, throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Brown. Kip Brown. A 6-yard touchdown catch for the Rams. And the Rams take a 16-7 lead. I'm trying to remember where that game is going to be playing. It'll be Los Angeles at Colorado. Ewing for the extra point. Kick is up. It is good. The Rams lead by 10, a 2-possession lead. 17-7 with 41 seconds left. Here in the second quarter. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13. Our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. We're in the home stretch. We're in the final quarter of the season. We passed the 3-quarter pole in horse racing. "41 seconds left. The Vikings have 3 timeouts. No, we're too far south. Mostly Wisconsin and Michigan are getting those. And North Dakota. There's the kick. Fielded by Simmons at the 4-yard line over the 25. And Jarvis Simmons down to the 27-yard line. Oh, it's already there as well? Well, that makes sense. The jet stream, you know, it's carrying it from west to east. I can see where it would get to you guys. But the jet stream isn't this far south this time of year. So, no, we've not gotten any. 38 seconds left until halftime. But from what I understand, it's a large fire. The people in Wisconsin are having a really hard time right now. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford throws to Underwood and lost to Underwood all the way down to the Ram 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 26 yards and a Viking first down. I don't know how it started. I just know that there's a big fire in Canada just over the border from Wisconsin and Minnesota. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, they're all having a hard time right now. North Dakota. And it's blowing from west to east, the prevailing wind. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it's hit New York. Over southern Ontario, they're having a hard time right now. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the gun. Bickford throws to Hinson. And Hinson breaks the tackle. Still on his feet, finally down at the 32-yard line. And the Vikings take a timeout. A 15-yard catch and run by Kyle Hinson down to the Ram 32-yard line. 22 seconds left until halftime, and the Vikings are now in field goal range. They can make it a 1-possession game before half. There must be some fire if it's causing that much smoke that far away. 1st and 10 for the Vikings from the 32-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford, play action, looking, throws downfield, caught by North, all the way down to the 11-yard line. And the Vikings take a timeout. A 21-yard gain by James North, the 10th-year receiver out of Florida. The Vikings take a timeout with 16 seconds left. They're out of timeouts. The Vikings have time to take a shot at the end zone or two. 1st and 10. They can even throw underneath. They have that much time left. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Bickford in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Bickford looking, rolls out, throws to the end zone, incomplete. 11 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. They might try one more shot. Lost to Underwood, the intended receiver, but he was out of bounds. The 6th-year tight end out of Iowa. 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Bickford in the gun. Bickford back. Bickford throws to the near side. Caught by Black. He steps out of bounds at the 10. Just a 1-yard gain. And just 6 seconds left. The wise thing to do here is kick the field goal. Get points while you can. Points are points. You don't want to leave any on the table. So Tom Davidson will come on. This will be a 27-yard attempt to make it a one-possession game. The kick is up, and it's good. The Rams lead is now 17-10. 2 seconds left here in the first half. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13, our Thursday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Doubleheader tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Dolphins and Patriots, followed by the Panthers and the Giants. I still can't get over that Dolphin game yesterday. 31-3 over the Ravens, and it really wasn't that close. So Davidson will kick off. Fielded by Franklin, brings it out over the 20, 25, and we go to halftime. Halftime score, Rams 17, Minnesota 10, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Our Thursday night game to kick off the week in Week 13. The 7-5 Rams, the 6-6 Vikings. The Vikings 1 game back of the 3 division leaders, Tampa Bay, Chicago, and Detroit. All 3 of those teams are 7-5. The Vikings at 6-6. So the Vikings trying to get back. They still have a chance to win the division, depending on how the last 4 weeks play out. Lucas Ewing or Donnie Jones will kick off. The Vikings will get the ball first. Simmons from the 3-yard line over the 20, 25. And Jarvis Simmons out to the 31-yard line. So the Vikings down by 7 will have it 1st and 10 from their own 31. The Rams at 7-5. They're 3 games behind the Saints with 4 games to go. They're not going to catch the Saints. That's just not going to happen. However, if the playoffs started today, the Rams would be in as a wild card, and they'd like to remain in that status. To do so, they have to win and keep winning. The Rams have won 3 in a row, 4 of the last 5, to get to 7-5. On 1st and 10, Bickford to Hinson, and Hinson is going to lose a yard back to the 30-yard line. Chris Long on the tackle in his 11th year out of Virginia. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now they say no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. They said the loss was negligible. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford under center. Bickford to Hinson again. And Kyle Hinson out to the 40. About a 9-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 1. The 7th year back out of Ole Miss, Kyle Hinson. So Evadez, you're going to be doing pinball again tomorrow on a Wednesday? What is it, like a 2-day tournament or something going on? 3rd and 1 from the 40-yard line. Because he's a pinball wizard. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford under center. Bickford to Hinson. He's got the first down. A 1-yard gain to the 41-yard line. First down, Vikings. So the Vikings driving here. They're down by 7. Trying to tie things up on this drive. Oh, the Dolphins are going to spank again tomorrow against the Patriots. Well, they beat them handily the first time they played. In the offset eye on 1st and 10. Carmichael in motion. Bickford to Hinson. It's a fumble. The Rams pick it up. Laurinaitis. No, not Laurinaitis. The other guy. Number 24. Devin Hall, the free safety, picks it up. I think Laurinaitis made the hit. No, it was somebody from the side. Number 22. Looking for 22 on the roster. John Butler, the 2nd-year safety out of Coastal Carolina. There you go. Coastal Carolina guy. The Rams get it back as the Vikings cough it up. The Rams will have it at the Viking 36-yard line. Rams up by 7. Trying to make it a 2-possession game again. So both teams have 1 turnover now. The Rams turned it over in the first quarter. A 96-yard pick six by the Vikings. By Kendall Rawlings, the defensive end. 1st and 10 from the 36. Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and Jesse Treadwell out to the 28-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. And Treadwell has crossed over 100 yards on the day. The 9th year back out of Tennessee. Coming up on 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Rams up 17-10. 3 receivers to the near side. Hodges in the shotgun. Hodges, play action. Throws outside to Brown. Kip Brown all the way down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 and a Ram first down. Kip Brown, the 7th-year receiver out of Memphis. So what is the flex game in Week 13? We decided on New Orleans and Detroit. A couple of teams in first place in their respective divisions. The Jets play the Monday night game at home against Kansas City. The Jets once again in primetime. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Hodges to Treadwell. And Treadwell, no gain. Jeremy Bell came up and made the tackle. The 4th-year defensive back out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. Well, the Jets had to play either Thursday or Monday because the Giants play at home as well, so you can't play on the same day. On 2nd and 10, Treadwell at the middle. And Treadwell to the 19. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6. 4:42 left to play in the third quarter. Rams up 17-10. I think this will be the 4th straight week that the Jets have played in primetime. Let me look. They were the Sunday night game last week, the Monday night game the week before, and the Sunday night the week before. Hodges throws outside. It's going to be illegal touching on DeShields. Incomplete. And that will bring up 3rd and 6. And that'll stop the clock with 4:22 left.
Offense.
As it should be. Well, they got flexed into a couple of Sunday night games. The Monday night games were already on the schedule to begin with. The Sunday night games are left open at my discretion. I try to put what appears to be the best matchup there. 4th and 6 from the 19. The Rams are going to have to kick a field goal. This will be a 36-yard attempt by Lucas Ewing to put the Rams back up by 2 possessions. The kick is up, and it's good. Rams lead it 20-10. 4:07 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We're live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13, our Thursday night game here at Jammin' Sports. The Rams trying to win their 4th in a row, trying to win their 5th out of the last 6. And they have a 10-point lead about halfway through the 3rd quarter. The Vikings, they still have a chance to win their division. They're only 1 game behind the Bucks, Bears, and Lions at 7-5. Donnie Jones will kick off. Fielded by Simmons at the 2-yard line over the 20, 25, and he gets tackled at the 26-yard line. So that's where Minnesota will take over with 4:04 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Cal Henson, the running back, his stats, fairly pedestrian for today. His counterpart for the Rams, Jesse Treadwell, is over 100 already today. Treadwell's had a pretty good game. Rams up by 10. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 26. On 1st and 10, Bickford under center. Bickford drops back, looking, throws outside. It's nearly picked off, incomplete, broken up by number 34. And I'm looking for a 34 on the roster. Who was that masked man? There he is on the depth chart. Rashard Berry, the rookie safety out of Wisconsin. 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Bickford drops back. Bickford looking in trouble, and he gets sacked back at the 18-yard line. Will Boone, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of Louisiana Monroe. An 8-yard sack back at the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 18 for the Vikings. Will Boone played his rookie year with the Vikings and was promptly traded. He's in his 3rd year with the Rams. Actually, he spent 2 years with the Vikings, and he's in his 3rd season with the Rams. 3rd and 18 from the 18-yard line. 4 receivers wide for Minnesota. Bickford in the gun. Bickford back. Looks downfield. And he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. Once again coming around was Will Boone. It'll be 4th and 18. With 3:24 left to play here in the 3rd quarter, the Vikings are going to have to punt. Down by 10. Zach Young will come in to punt. Gets the punt away. Rams should get pretty good field position. Tucker across the 40. Tucker across midfield. A nice return. Alton Tucker down to the Viking 37-yard line. The 3rd-year receiver out of Florida. And the Rams start in Minnesota territory, up by 10. This Ram team, they're getting hot at the right time. They started the season sluggish, if you remember. They were 3-4 at one point, and they're now 7-5. The thing is, for the Rams, they have to finish a game up on the 49ers. The 49ers have swept them. The 49ers are vying for a playoff spot as well. In the I formation, Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and Jesse Treadwell to the 32, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. On the tackle, number 29, Nathan Hewitt, the 11th year defensive back out of USC. Under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Rams come out, 4 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun. Hodges to Treadwell, and Jesse Treadwell out to the 29. A gain of 3 yards. Terry Porter on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 2 at the Viking 29-yard line. 2:25 and counting here in the third. Big third down for the Rams right here. Hodges in the shotgun. Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and he's got the first down out to the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 yards and a Ram first down, and Jesse Treadwell is now at 122 yards rushing on the night. He's had a great night. The Vikings can't seem to stop him. Under 2 minutes left now in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Rams at the Viking 23. Hodges under center. Fakes the handoff. Looking. And he's going to take off. Hodges, he's got the first down all the way down to the 10-yard line. A 13-yard scramble by Mark Hodges, the 9th-year quarterback out of Army. It'll be 1st and goal Rams at the 10-yard line. And Los Angeles can make it a 3-possession game with a touchdown. They're up 20-10 at the moment. We'll have hockey after this. The LA Kings at Colorado. And that will be the final game of Week 12 for hockey. Only 2 more regular season weeks left for hockey. The NFL playoffs and the hockey playoffs may overlap. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Hodges back. Hodges throws to the end zone. Caught. Out of bounds. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Kip Brown. He could not get both feet in. That'll stop the clock with 1:11 left. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Hodges to Treadwell again, and Treadwell all the way down to the 5, fighting his way down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 yards to be 3rd and 4. Under a minute to play. Here in the third quarter. They can actually get a first down at about the half-yard line. So it's not really a goal-to-goal. Hodges on 3rd down. Throws, caught, incomplete. He was looking for Gonzalez, but a flag is down. We'll check this one out. Illegal touching. It'll be 4th down. So the Rams will have to settle for a field goal. It'll keep it a 2-possession game. Lucas Ewing will come on. This will be a 22-yard attempt. 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. So Lucas Ewing will come on. 22 yards. Snap, kick is up. It's good. Rams lead it 23-10. 34 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13. Our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. Once again, a doubleheader tomorrow. Dolphins and Patriots, followed by the Panthers and the Giants. 8 o'clock Eastern time. 5 o'clock on the West Coast. 2 o'clock in the afternoon if you're in Hawaii. People are still at work in Hawaii during the week when I do these games. There's the kick. Fielded by Barker at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. Aaron Barker brings it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Vikings. Aaron Barker, the former Jet, in his 6th year out of Pittsburgh. Spent 5 years with the Jets. Now in his first year with the Vikings. He was part of that trade to get Lambos. He's the only player that the Vikings kept in that trade. They traded away the others. So the Vikings 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. In the offset eye. Bickford to Hinson. Trying to get outside, and Hinson makes his way down to the 35-yard line. Make it a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. James Laurinaitis, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 10th year out of Ohio State. And that will probably bring us to the end of the quarter. Let's see if they get the playoff in time. They might. And they do. Bickford back to Underwood underneath, and he gets it out to the 45. That's the end of the third quarter. Rams up 23-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13, we kick off Week 13 with our Thursday night game on a Tuesday night. Sometimes it lines up, sometimes it doesn't. It lined up last night. We had the Monday night game on a Monday. Vikings come out, 4 receivers wide, 1st and 10 at their own 45. Bickford back looking, throws to Hinson. Down the middle, and Kyle Hinson all the way down to the 29-yard line. A 26-yard catch and run by Kyle Hinson down to the Ram 29-yard line. Devin Hall made the tackle, the 6th-year safety out of USC. But it's a first down for the Vikings. The Rams are up by 13. Minnesota trying to get back in this game. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead and Sports Davis bring you the game here tonight. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the gun. Bickford back. In trouble, throws, gets it to Black, incomplete. It was broken up by Taylor Charles, the 4th-year defensive back out of California. Intended for Brian Black, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the Ram 29. Vikings trying to make it a 1-score game. Bickford in the gun with a back on either side. Takes the snap. Steps up. Throws downfield. Wide open Black. All the way down to the 7-yard line. A 22-yard gain by Brian Black. the 7th-year receiver out of Oklahoma State. Devin Hall on the tackle once again, but it's a first down for the Vikings. First and goal. Minnesota down by 13. They have NHL hockey after this. The Kings and the Avs. First and goal from the 7. Bickford in the gun. Bickford to Hinson, and Kyle Hinson makes his way down to the 5, a 2-yard gain. It'll be second and goal from the 5. On the tackle, Mark Hopkins, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Clemson. It'll be second and goal at the 5-yard line. 6.5 minutes left. We're in the 4th quarter. 4 receivers wide for the Vikings. Bickford looks to the end zone, throws, it's picked off. Devin Hall for the Rams picks it off. The ball was thrown behind the receiver. Lawson Underwood, the receiver, it was behind him, and Devin Hall was able to pick it off. Watch the replay. It'll be a touchback, and the Rams will have it at the 20-yard line. So the Vikings come up empty. The Rams are still up by 13. Six minutes and 19 seconds left. Who did we say the Rams played next week? I forgot. They host the Chargers. I forgot about that. That'd be a tough game. The first place Chargers. First and 10 from the 20-yard line in the I formation. Hodges to Treadwell around the outside, and Jesse Treadwell down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be second and 5. Terry Porter on the tackle, number 30. 6 minutes and counting. Here in the 4th quarter, Rams up by 13. Rams come out on 2nd and 5. Hodges to Treadwell. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 5. On the tackle, number 90, that's Eric Mason, the rookie out of Maryland, the defensive tackle. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 at the 25-yard line. 5.5 minutes left. 5 receivers set wide. Hodges in the gun. Hodges looking, throws underneath to Nelson, and Nelson lunges forward and gets the first down. A gain of 6 for the big tight end. Terry Nelson in his 8th year out of Wisconsin. Ty Martin, the linebacker, on the tackle. Martin in his 3rd year out of Tennessee. We're coming up on 5 minutes left. First and 10 Rams at their own 31-yard line. Hodges to Treadwell up the middle, and Jesse Treadwell out to the 40-yard line. Treadwell's closing in on 150 yards. He's at 142. A gain of 9. It'll be second and 1. .435 and counting. On second down, in the offset eye, Hodges to Apple Gibbs, and Apple Gibbs gets out to the 43. Jaden Apple Gibbs, the 8th year back out of Oregon, the former Falcon. He spent 6 years with Atlanta, now in his 2nd year with the Rams. A gain of 3 and a Ram first down. A fresh set of downs for Los Angeles. They can eat up more time. As we're coming up on 4 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Rams up 23-10. Hodges to Applegibbs again, and Applegibbs around the outside, all the way out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 7 will be 2nd and 3. Jaden Applegibbs. Ty Martin on the tackle again, number 55 for the Vikings. The Rams, if they hold on and win, they'll be 8 and 5. They will have won their 4th in a row, 5th out of the last 6. The Rams are getting hot at the right time. On 2nd and 3 from midfield. Hodges, play action. Watch out. He's going to get sacked back at the 39-yard line. Ray Edwards on the sack. And that'll be a loss of 11. It'll bring up 3rd and 14 back at the 39-yard line. So a big 3rd down coming up for the Rams as we're coming up on 3 minutes left. 3rd and 14. 2:45 in counting. 5 receivers set wide. Hodges in the shotgun. Hodges back. Looking, rolls out. And Hodges is going to throw, and it's incomplete. The Viking defense holds. Nathan Hewitt knocked it down, number 29. In his 11th year out of USC. It'll be 4th down. The Vikings are going to get the ball back. Down by 13 with 2.5 minutes left. Both teams have 3 timeouts. He was looking for Treadwell, but Hewitt knocked the ball away. He was well covered. And now Donnie Jones will come in to punt. Jones gets the punt away. Nice punt, but it goes into the end zone. Touchback. And the Vikings will have it at the 20-yard line with 2:25 left. The Rams up 23-10, a 13-point lead. We're live from US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 13, our Thursday night game to kick off the week here at Jammin' Sports. We have hockey after this. It'll be the LA Kings at the Colorado Avalanche. 5 receivers set wide, Hodges in the gun. On 1st and 10. Bickford throws underneath the black. Down to the 26-yard line, Kevin Bickford, the quarterback. A gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. And that might take us to the 2-minute warning. Dante Jones on the tackle. Will they get another playoff in time? I do not know. I do not think so. And they don't. The 2-minute warning. Rams up 23-10 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Our Week 13 Thursday night game to kick off the week. The Rams up by 2 touchdowns, 23-10. The Vikings, they have to score twice in 2 minutes. They have 3 timeouts. The Vikings at their own 26-yard line, 2nd and 4. Bickford in the gun. Bickford looking, throws underneath to Underwood, down to the 34-yard line. Vikings in the hurry up. That was a gain of 8. Bickford in the gun on 1st and 10. Looking, throws. It's picked off. Picked off by Bates. Number 36, Greg Bates. The 5th-year safety out of North Dakota picks it off for the Rams. At the 47-yard line of the Vikings. And that will probably do it. Now the Vikings have to take their timeouts. and hope the Rams don't score. So Mark Hodges will come back out to lead the Ram offense, and now the Rams can wrap this thing up. 1:42 left. They're up 23-10. And it looks like the Rams are going to go to 8-5, and Minnesota will fall below 500 again, 6-7. The Vikings have turned it over 4 times today. Hard to win when you do that. Hodges in the shotgun to Treadwell up the middle, and Treadwell's had a great day. Down to the 43-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. He's got about 150 yards rushing, give or take. I haven't seen the latest stat on him yet. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. The Vikings took a timeout. They have 2 left. Los Angeles at Colorado up next in hockey. And we'll have a doubleheader of football tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be Miami at New England, and that'll be followed by Carolina at the New York Giants. On 2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. Hodges hands off to Treadwell again, and Treadwell gets back, loses a yard. It'll be 3rd and 7, and the Vikings take a timeout. A loss of a yard on the play. 1:31 left. The Vikings have only 1 timeout. If the Rams get a first down here, the game is over. A 1:31 left. Long timeout. All right, now we're ready. 3rd and 7 at the Viking 44. Hodges in the gun. Hodges to Treadwell around the outside, and Treadwell gets the yard back. That's it. And the Vikings take a timeout. They're out of timeouts, and the Rams are going to have to punt. It'll be 4th and 6. So the Vikings now have to score twice with no timeouts. And 1:26 left. That's going to be tough. Donnie Jones back to punt for the Rams. Gets the punt away. And that's going to go out of bounds at the 1. Nice punt by Donnie Jones. Boy, insult to injury. You have no timeouts. About 1:20 left. And you have to start at your own 1-yard line, down by 2 touchdowns. Bickford has thrown 3 picks today. Plus a Viking fumble along the way. 1:20 left. 1st and 99. The Rams up by 13. Bickford in the shotgun on 1st down. Bickford looking. Throws downfield. Caught by North. And James North out to the 16-yard line. A gain of 15 yards. They're in the hurry up. We're coming up on a minute left. Bickford in the gun. 1st and 10 for the 16. Bickford looking. Throws down the near side to North. A 14-yard gain out to the 30-yard line. It gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 58 seconds left. Well, the Vikings may score once, but they're not going to score twice. It's be a nice road win for the Rams tonight. And the Rams have 3 games left on the schedule. They play the Chargers next week at home. Then they play at Philadelphia. And then they'll play at Atlanta. On 1st and 10, Bickford down the sideline, out of bounds, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. 52 seconds left. The Vikings out of timeouts. Down by 13, they have it at their own 30-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Bickford in the gun. Bickford back. Throws underneath to Underwood. Out to the 36. That'll be a gain of 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. Lost to Underwood, the tight end. 40 seconds. Bickford back to throw on 3rd down. Gets it outside to Underwood. And Underwood trying to get to the sideline. He doesn't make it. A 10-yard gain. The clock is running. 28 seconds. Bickford under center. 25 seconds. He spikes it with 24 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Vikings simply don't have enough time. They don't have enough time. The Rams are going to win this. The Rams will get to 8 and 5. 4 receivers wide. Bickford in the gun. Bickford back. Bickford throws to the near side to Hinson down the sideline. Kyle Hinson, a big gain, but he does not get out of bounds. He should have ran out of bounds. They have it at the Ram 32. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Bickford, 5 seconds, spikes it. And that was a big mistake by Hinson, not running out of bounds to stop the clock. 5 seconds left. This should be the last play of the game. Bickford in the shotgun, 5 seconds left. Bickford back, throws into a crowd. It's caught by Carnes, but time runs out. Your final score, the Rams 23, the Vikings 10. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We have hockey up next, the Kings and the Avalanche. We'll see you then.